was injured south of Kirkuk, Iraq on June 3rd, 2005. My platoon was traveling south towards Tikrit doing a route clearance mission. We were ambushed by a series of remote detonated IEDs. My right leg was amputated above the knee. My left leg was amputated below the knee. We have a two-story home. The bedrooms are upstairs, the kitchen and living areas are downstairs. We have steps coming to the front door, steps coming into the garage. You know, if I'm having a bad day and I can't wear my prosthetic, there's a lot of crawling up and down the stairs. And you know, in a normal home, you might go up the stairs 20 times a day. Well, for me, you know, it gets old and it's hard. When we go in the bathroom, I can't turn the wheelchair around, so I go in and I back out, or I have to back in. If I had to buy a kid's wheelchair, you know, to get through the doorways. So you learn to adapt, and it just becomes your way of life. You know, you get used to it. You do what you can, and then move on. In our old house, when we lived in Texas, it was primarily a single story with some bedrooms and things upstairs. But one example was I couldn't get my wheelchair through the doorway. So when the baby
through the baby's room.
Yeah, through the baby's room. So when the baby woke up, there was a whole host of doors that I couldn't get into. I could use the wheelchair in the living space, but to, you know, use the changing table or take the baby out of the crib, I'd have to be wearing my prosthetics.
Before, if I left, I'd have to make sure everything was downstairs for him.
Yeah.
And sometimes you forget something and he'll have to call me and be frustrated because the baby needs something and he can't get to it. He can't even take the baby downstairs without his legs on. So if he were injured, or if he had like a cyst on his leg and he couldn't wear his legs, or if he had had surgery or something, I couldn't leave because with the situation we're in now, he has to have his legs on to take the baby downstairs.
And luckily we haven't had that problem yet, but honestly, you know, now that I think about it, if I had surgery, I don't know how I would have the strength to get up the stairs. Maybe I'd just sleep on the couch downstairs. I don't know. But you become trapped in your own home. We look forward to the freedom that everybody else enjoys in their home. I think that's what I look forward to the most. The freedom to roll under the cook stove or to roll underneath the sink with your wheelchair, to not have to be forced to put your legs on to do the normal things in a home.
But if we have a wheelchair accessible home, he can be in his wheelchair and still do things and play with the baby and go from one room to the next without having to put on his legs, and that will alleviate a lot of pain.
When you have a severe disability, home isn't as comfortable as it used to be, and that's why we're more than excited about this opportunity.